You're tuned to Arrow FM, your local community access radio station. The time now is 7 o'clock, time for another Hour of Blues here on the Friday Night Blues Show. And on the show tonight, we're going to celebrate the music that has been put out over the last 50 years by Alligator Records, that independent record label based in Chicago. And what better way to started off and listened to the music of the man that inspired this very successful blues label.
Shake it, shake your money maker, honey, you really alright. Roll your money maker. Yeah. I got a gal, she lives up on the hill. Well, I got a gal, she lives up on the hill. Well, the fool trying to quit me, man, but I love her still. She rolls her money maker. Oh boy, she's ready to shake it. Shake your money maker. Honey, you really alright. Roll your money maker. Well, I'm leaving in the morning, I won't be here to fall. Well, I'm leaving in the morning, I won't be here to fall. Well, my mind don't change, I won't be here at all. Roll your money maker. Honey, you ready to shake it. You shake your money maker. Baby, you really alright. Roll your money maker. Honey, you ready to shake it. Shake your money maker. Honey, you really alright. Roll your money maker. Even in the morning, I won't be back to fall. When my mind don't change, I won't be here at all. You roll your money maker. Honey, you ready to shake her. Baby, you really alright. Yeah, you side of sight. Roll your money maker. Hound Dog Taylor there and the House Rockers with Roll Your
moneymaker, and Hound Dog Taylor was really the inspiration for the founding of Alligator Records. Bruce Iglauer was a guy who was a blues nut in Chicago and visited all the clubs around that town, and was a great fan of Hound Dog Taylor, and was quite shocked to find out the fact that the band didn't have a record contract. So he went and saw his boss, who ran Delmark Records in Chicago, and he refused to sign Hound Dog up. So Bruce Iglauer decided that he would record him himself, and funded that by a family inheritance of $2,500, and back in those days, I suppose $2,500 US was enough to fund recording and releasing an LP. And he then started off basically working from his home, and each time he put out a record, he had to wait until sufficient copies had been sold to finance the next one. So that was Hound Dog Taylor's second album that was put out on Alligator Records. Hound Dog Taylor, his real name was Theodore Roosevelt Taylor. It can only happen in America, I suppose, where you name someone after an ex-president. But he was in his late 50s when he recorded that, and he died in 1975. So he really had about 4 years to experience the fame, but probably not the fortune that he'd achieved. So we'll go from that early one to a track from what I think is the latest release from Alligator Records.
I was born here in Clarksdale, lived here since my birth. Well, there's magic in the music, must be something in the dirt. There's a drugstore on the corner where Robert Johnson used to play. Must be something in the dirt, make Mr. Johnson moan that way. Well, I played my first gig at a place called Ritz, 11 years old, sneaking out of bed. I didn't know it then, but I understand it now. And there's something in the dirt, and I'm trying to dig it out. Something in this dirt, and I'm trying to dig it out. I got cotton my backyard. Sun is always shining bright. Must be something in the dirt that keeps it hot at night. Well, I'm right here next to the levee. Runs right by my house. Must be something in the dirt that keeps the water out.
Song called Something in the Dirt from the latest Alligator release put out by Christine Kingfish Ingram, this incredibly talented young blues guy from Clarksdale, and that's actually his second album release, and I think he's either 22 or 23 and incredibly talented. And next up, we've got a track from another Alligator release that came out earlier this year by a guy who's a little bit older, but nonetheless just as good.
Today somebody told me she been running around. Said she's got a new man that she's seeing way uptown. That really doesn't surprise me, cause I saw it for myself. Uptown with her new man while she left me on the shelf. I'm not surprised, I'm not losing sleep, cause the way I see it, partner, I believe I got off cheap. Her and her lazy cousin used to lay around all day, watching Dr. Phil, drinking Tanqueray. Thought they could play me, buddy, I don't play. Told them pack your bags, cause today is Judgment Day. Hooked them up with Greyhound before it got too deep. And the way I see it, partner, I believe I got off cheap. I hooked him up with Greyhound. Cousin used to lay around all day, watching Dr. Phil and drinking Tanqueray. Thought they could play me, partner, I don't play. Told them pack your bags, cause today is Judgment Day. I hooked them up with Greyhound before it got too deep. And the way I see it, partner, I believe I got off cheap. Yeah.
Chris Kane there, and a track from his latest album called Raisin Cane. Next up, we'll have a track from the Lonnie Brooks Blues Band recorded live at the Chicago Fest in 1980, and Alligator put out an LP of that concert that featured other great bluesmen at the time, many of which were signed to the label. The Lonnie Brooks Blues Band there was Sweet Home Chicago, bringing the time to 21 minutes after 7 o'clock here on Arrow FM, and you're listening to the Friday Night Blues Show, which tonight is celebrating the 50th birthday of Alligator Records. And when I was picking out a few albums to bring down tonight, I suddenly realised I've got a lot of their albums, so maybe we'll continue this for another week as well. Next we've got Marcia Ball, and a pretty appropriate song title for birthday celebrations, and the song called A Party Going On, and following what happened at the rowing over in Tokyo at the moment. I'm sure there are plenty of parties going on around New Zealand just at the moment. One of the more successful acts that the label had was Little Charlie and the Nightcats. This was a band from the west coast of the States, and had a really great sound, and put out a number of records on the label. When Little Charlie retired a couple of years ago, the band changed its name to Rec Estrum, and the Night Cats, and continued to record as well. But here is a track from 1987, and it's TV Crazy.
People I used to have a happy life till this change come over my wife. It all started back about a year ago. We got a color TV with remote control, and now she's TV crazy. So now she's TV crazy. Hey, that woman's TV crazy, and it's about to drive me insane. Now day after day, she's in her regular place, in front of that tube, and you ought to see the look on her face. That's why the woman look like she been hypnotized. She's watching the boat, she's watching Miami Vice. She's just TV crazy. She's just TV crazy. Ooh, that woman's TV crazy, and it's about to drive me insane. She's watching Wheel of Fortune and the Twilight Zone. She's digging Johnny while she's taping Joan. Star Searching, Jeopardy, rerunning Fame. She even wants me to go on the Newlywed Game. She's just TV crazy. She's just TV crazy. Hey, that woman's TV crazy, and it's about to drive me insane. Bought that TV set, people, that's where I went wrong. Now every time I wanna try to get a little bit, she tells me, Daddy, can't you wait till a commercial comes on? But it's a wonder, my baby, don't go blind. That's why all that TV got to be wasting her mind. She ain't got a minute for the kids on me. She's watching Dallas, she's watching Dynasty. Just TV crazy. She's just TV crazy. Hey, that woman's TV crazy, and it's about to drive me insane.
Little Charlie and the Nightcats there, and TV crazy, and I've probably been like that this week as I pile up the hours of watching the Olympics.
Darling, if I could have you to call my very own, I'd work my fingers to the sometimes pray, but do me any way you want it. When you wanna, I'll keep on loving you just the same. 'Cause there's something about you, baby, that makes me keep on loving you. There's something about you, baby, makes me love you just a little bit more. Truly love you just a little bit more. Sweet, sweet thing, how you satisfy. Sweet, sweet thing, set my soul on fire, yeah. Such fun since she been gone. Lipstick, powder and paint. Lipstick, powder and paint. Lipstick, powder and paint. Is you is, or is you ain't. Hound dog scratching please, thinking that she's in love with me. Licks my hand everywhere I go. I wish my baby loved me so. Lipstick, powder and paint. Lipstick, powder and paint. Lipstick, powder and paint. Is you is, or is you ain't. Dust it, I'll brush you off. Lipstick, powder and paint. Lipstick, powder and paint. Lipstick, powder and paint. Is you is, or is you ain't. What kind of love is that you make? Where the world starts to tremble and the building shake. Love me once again. Let the roof and the walls come tumbling in. Lipstick, powder and paint. Lipstick, powder and paint. Lipstick, powder and paint. Is you is, or is you ain't. Lipstick, powder and paint.
A room full of blues there. Lipstick, powder and paint. An old Big Joe Turner song. Brought the time to, let's see, 23 and a half minutes to 8 o'clock here on Arrow FM. Tonight we're playing the music that's come out from the Alligator Record label in Chicago as it celebrates its 50th birthday. Roomful of Blues have put out a lot of albums for that label, and because I like them, I think we'll play another Roomful of Blues and New Orleans.
I said, hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. I said, hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Well, come on, everybody, take a trip with me down to Mississippi, down to New Orleans. Well, the smell of mango, you're gonna fill the air. You ain't been to heaven unless you've been there. Everybody loves Mississippi Queen, down to Mississippi, down to New Orleans. Said, hey, yeah. I said, hey, 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 yeah. Well, come on, everybody, take a trip with me down to Mississippi, down to New Orleans. A honeysuckle growing on a honeysuckle vine. People moving and grooving, baby, all the time. Everybody loves Mississippi Queen, down to Mississippi, down to New Orleans. I said, hey, hey, yeah. I said, hey, hey, yeah. Well, come on, everybody, take a trip with me down to Mississippi, down to New Orleans. Sipping on a drink down on Bourbon Street. Mississippi, down in New Orleans.
And next up, we've got a track from the piano player Katie Webster and Two-Fisted Mama.
I'm a two-fisted mama. You better watch out for me. I'm gonna rock your boogie woogie. I'm gonna shake your keys. 'Cause I'm a two-fisted mama. Just you wait and see. Don't try to cut me, and don't you give me no mess. Don't you try to cut me, 'cause I've messed up the best. 'Cause I'm a two-fisted mama. I ain't like all the rest, and you better believe that. of mine took me all around the world. I taught this old piano how to shake, rattle and roll. I took the blues from Houston, Texas, and gave the world my soul. 'Cause I'm a two-fisted mama, you just grab a hold. Oh, grab your seatbelts, honey.
Katie Webster there and Two-Fisted Mama. And next up we got a track from Long John Hunter, a song called Grits Ain't Groceries, and this is a song written by Ike Turner.
Well, if I don't love you, baby, grits ain't groceries, eggs ain't poultries, and Mona Lisa was a man. All around the world, I'd rather be a fly, light on my baby and stay with her till I die. Toothpick in my hand, I dig a 10-foot ditch, and run through the jungle fighting line with a switch, because you know I love you, baby. Well, you know I love you, baby. Yeah, if I don't love you, baby, grits ain't groceries, eggs ain't poultries, and Mona Lisa was a man. All around the world I got blisters on my feet, trying to find my baby, bring her home with me. Better run into me, baby, and be convinced. If you don't run to me, baby, you ain't got no sense, 'cause you know I love you, baby. Well, you know I love you, baby. Eggs ain't poultries, and Mona Lisa was a man. I lost all my money, my woman and my pet. I got to have you, baby, settle for nothing less. I gave up all my good time for your happiness, because you know I love you, baby. Yeah, you know I love you, baby. Well, you know I want you, baby. Your smiling face is my heavenly light. Yeah, you know I love you, baby. You know if I
The old Slim Harpo song there, I'm a King Bee, done by the trio Moreland and Arbuckle, and they brought the time to 9.5 minutes to 8 o'clock. And next up, we've got Billy Branch and the Sons of the Blues.
I'm just a fool, can't help myself. I still love you, baby, and no one else. I ain't crazy, you are my baby. I'm just your fool. I'm just a fool, I must confess. I still love you, baby, and take your mess. I ain't lying, no use in jiving. I'm just your fool. You must be trying to drive me crazy, treating me the way you do. I ask you, please have mercy, baby. Let me be happy too. You're gonna leave me for someone new, gonna buy me a shotgun, shoot dead at you. I ain't lying, no use in jiving. I'm just your fool. Got the key to the highway, built out and bound to go. I'm gonna leave here, run, Lord, the walking most too slow. I'm going back down to the border, darling, where I'm better known. Say, girl, you haven't done nothing but drove a good man away from home. Now, well, it's so long, pretty baby. Darling, I must say bye-bye. I'm gonna roam this old highway until the day I die.
Billy Branch and the Sons of Blues there from the album Roots and Branches, which celebrated the music of Little Walter. Right, we'll go out with Lee Rocker and Crazy When She Drinks.
When she hits that bottle, I see the devil in her eye.
to lock her in her cage. Once inebriated, well, there's no time to think. Oh, so fine to love that girl of mine, but she's crazy when she Jack Daniels or Jim Beam. It don't make her happy, it just makes her mean. Whoa, my babe's a sweet thing, but 3 sheets to the wind. She's a psychopathic freak show, a sex pop out for sin. We might make it home to bed, but we won't sleep a wink. Oh, so fine to love that girl of mine, but she's crazy when she dreams.
Lee Rocker there, and Crazy When She Drinks, bringing to a close another edition of the Friday Night Blues Show, which was the first broadcast all over the wonderful Wairarapa on Arrow FM 92.7. And we'll have a little bit of Kiwi music to take us up to 8 o'clock and the 60s show.